Oh, we look so much forward to come down here to the Norra Mexican 1000. This is the Larry Ragland Chaparral Class 1 car. Larry campaigned this car from 1983 until the last race he ran it was the 86 Mint 400, and it was the overall winner that day.
This is the biggest race for us every year. The Norra Mexican 1000 is by far the funnest race we do. The vintage stuff, that's the culture that we're into right now, and it's really bringing back the history of off-road racing. People get to see cars that used to run back in the day. You can see cars that ran in 1967, and then you can see cars that have been running in today's era. This is a 1983 vehicle, 83 to 1986, so it's really interesting to see cars from different eras in one race, to see them come through in the same spot, how they worked from back in the day. You know, I really got to thank Ed Maurin for giving me the opportunity to drive this car half the way down there. I remember watching this car race back in the mid 80s, early and mid 80s, and if I would have known then that tomorrow and the next 4 days after that I get to drive this car, I wouldn't have believed this.
Couldn't wait to come back. Love Baja. is amazing. To win the era and have Manny on the trophy like right here. Growing up as a high school kid, and dreaming of Baja, and I'm a retread in this sport. I off-road raced from 77 to 83, and last year was my first Norra down here. And guys like Rory and looking at this vintage world and coming from the Midwest, this made sense for me. And it's my golf game, and once or twice or a handful of times a year, this is the thing to do, and fun.
I gotta thank Ed Maurin for letting me for trusting me enough to drive this car. It's a real honor to drive a car that, when I was a kid at the off-road races, I'm watching Larry Ragland tearing through the deserts and looking at that car going, man, one of these days I'd love to drive a car like that. And here I am 30 years later, driving that car at the Norra Mexican 1000, and better yet than just driving, we're winning. So it was awesome, but I think another cool thing is, I have my 15-year-old daughter down here with me, and it's the first time she's come down to Baja for all the way down to the end. She's our little sandwich maker for the whole trip, and she was a trooper. She's wiping down panels, doing everything else. And the only other person we got is Paul Levine, and so we got a crew of 4 coming all the way down, and it's a great time. This is what Norra's all about. It's about family. It's about having good friends and good time. We couldn't be happier. We couldn't be happier with the result.
And I've won many championships. I've got world championship. I've got state championships. I've got trophies out the yin yang. But I'm going to tell you what, the one I always pride the most that was in my office was my 1981 Mint 400 plaque. Because you'll never do anything and work so hard at something in your life than off-road racing. I will promise you that. And I'll tell you, I wouldn't give this up for one of those trophies. So thanks to Cactus Films for doing this.
Absolutely. Thanks, guys. We appreciate you guys being out there. Hold on.
And I'd like to thank the Mexican community of Baja for allowing us to do this, because this is a wonderful event, and those people that have put up with our nonsense are truly God's precious people. Thank you.